Alright, see this fucking work now. Fucking pissing me off.
Why do you keep putting this in?
There we go. Now we're live. Yeah, baby.
It's 7:45 on a Sunday.
Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2023 Lumberjack Cup, brought to you by Youth Hockey Hub. Round of applause, please, on Sunday morning. Today's game features the Rogers Royals and the Rochester Mustangs. Now let's meet the starting lineups for both teams, starting with the visiting Mustangs. Starting in goal, number 35, Earl Graff. On defense, number 10, Lucas Haugen. His defensive partner, number 7, Warren Hankey. That wing for the Mustangs, number 23, Ace Black. On the other wing, number 9, Hudson Caverly. And in center for the Mustangs, number 18, Peter Arendt. And now the starters for the Rogers Royals, starting in goal, number 28, Jamison Grady. On defense, number 18, Zacher.
Coming for you, Jay.
His defensive partner, number 22, Logan Schlegel. That wing, number 86, Jay Spence. On the other wing, number 91, Hudson Lochner. And it's in for the Royals, number 43, Kellen Blair. We do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We're having some technical difficulties with the iPad, so we're going to skip the anthem today. Let's play hockey!
3737. All right, ladies and gentlemen. 7:45 on a Sunday morning. Wouldn't rather be anywhere else. Except in bed, which is where one of our players apparently is still. Caverly, Steele, Lack. Starting off. Hagen, Hangy on D. Rogers gets that into the Rochester zone. Shot, save. Earl Graff in net this morning. Rogers gets it up to the point. Shot wide. Far side. Rogers circling. They seem to be buzzing this morning. Lack just tries to just rim it. Hagen back to the other side. Lack tries to reverse. No go. Rogers chips it up to their point. He whiffs. Lack just throws it back to the other D. Rogers gains his own, but they're offsides. Bradley and his deer legs. Ooh. Rochester winning a shootout last night against Eden Prairie. Putting a big W on the board. Nolan Steele getting player of the game. The lots of Matza player of the game. Rogers gains his own. Behind the net. Caleb Wiedrich. Not sure where he was yesterday. Center pass. Oh! Holy shmikeys. You are freaking kidding me. Oh my God. Wow. Apparently, ref says no goal. Out to Caleb Wiedrich. Shot. That's tipped wide. Apparently, you're not allowed to score until 8 o'clock. It's not 8 o'clock yet. It's only 7:54. No goals allowed until 8 o'clock. Rogers chips it out 2-on-1 coming back. Shot, save, Graf. Rebound. Shot from the point. Earl gobbles that all up. Unbelievable. Oh, boy. 5 more minutes until teams can score. Rogers rings it around near boards. Caverly gets that stolen away. Bo Broadbent up the boards. That gets intercepted by Caverly. Caverly goes down. Now he rings it back to Bo. Warren Hangy. Ace. Rochester giving chase here in the neutral zone. Ace Lack toe dragging himself. Rogers intercepts. They try to go far side. That's intercepted. Nolan Steele. No, that's Peter Arndt. Get those 16 and 18s mixed up. Rogers comes back down. Shot. Earl puts that in the corner. Lucas Hagen behind the net. He chips it up. Peter Arndt can't control that. That gets poked off his stick. Rogers regroups here in the neutral zone. They gain the Rochester ice. Come back 2-on-1. Shot, save. Right off Earl Graf's stick. Maxon Wiesner coming down. He passes the other team. Rogers regroups. Nolan Steele coming down 1-on-4. And we got an offsides. But no trip. 3 more minutes until goals and penalties can be called. Rochester wins that draw. Ace Lack coming in to the zone. He puts the brakes on, goes far side. Chip. Oh, chipped it just wide. Caverly in the corner. He chips it up to Hangy. Hangy throws a muffin wide. Rogers throws it all the way down. I'm not sure why there's not icing called. Rochester goes back. Parker Ashton coming up. No checking call. Again, we're not to the 8 o'clock time period. They can't call penalties yet. Rogers player puts the brakes on. He tries to go far side. That's intercepted. Shot. Oh, Earl Grass going to kiss his stick later. Right off the handle. Rogers throws it. Now they got music going. Ace Lack on the far boards. Max Wiesner in his black tubes. He chips it out to center. Rogers regrouping it. They go D to D. Up the near side. Peter Arndt coming down. He tries to make a move before the blue line. Tristan Bradley coming down. He just gets dumped. Just absolutely dumped. Peter Arndt. Caverly throws it back behind the net. Bradley now circling. He goes far side to Weidrich. He can't hang on to it. He hasn't played in like 3 days. Near side, Caverly. Caleb Weidrich going back to retrieve that puck. He makes a long cross ice pass to Steele. Steele coming down 2-on-1. Shot, goal! Hudson Caverly. Takes a pass from Steele from Weidrich. Puts that by Jamison. Jamo. Puck down the Rochester zone. Player's stick is stuck in the boards. Bradley coming down. He won't pass it. Now he hits Max. Max shot. Save. Weidrich keeps it in the zone. Bradley down in the near corner. Caverly. Nope, that's Kohler Peterson. Rogers chips it out. Parker Ashton to Weidrich. Weidrich dangling. Loses the puck. Rogers chips it out of the zone. Slapper. Far side. Misses the net. Parker Ashton chips it all the way down. No icing. Ace Lack. Rochester player just gets absolutely tuned up against the boards. Ref's not awake yet. Rogers breaks it out, hits center. Streaking player. They hit center. Puck's deflected and just trickles in on the goal. Refs aren't ready to blow the whistles yet. Face off in the Rochester zone. Warren hanging behind the net. He chips it to Caleb Weidrich. Caleb can't hang on to it. It's intercepted. Pass through the slot. Comes out. Max to Tristan. Nolan Steele cutting. Loose puck in the slot. 2 Rochester players go down. Caleb Weidrich battling. Nolan Steele collects that puck up out of the corner. Hits a Tristan Bradley. He just taps the far side. Rogers regroups. They go up. Shot. Earl puts that in the corner. Rochester breaking out. Caverly can't hang on to that breakout pass. Chasing it down. Kohler Peterson tries the center. Rogers coming out. Puck goes to the far side. Lucas Hagen giving chase. He puts the brakes on. Ace Lack. Lucas Hagen. 2-on-2. Shot. That just slides off his stick. Ace Lack. Lucas Hagen. Shot saved by Jamo from Rogers. Parker Ashton goes back to retrieve that puck. He does a quick power turn, turns it over. Shot and goal. Rochester defenseman had overcommitted, giving an easy cross ice pass.
Hey, let's go.
1-1, 4:41 left in the first period. Rogers wins that draw. They go D to D. Chip it up to their wing. Race for the puck. Peter Arndt putting pressure on. Rogers defenseman falls. Turns it over behind the net. They reverse it around. Up to the wing. He goes far side. Caleb Wiedrich back for it. He protects the puck. Rochester tries to chip it up. Rogers comes down, puts it over the net. They ring it around. Puck comes out to the point here. Max Wiesner comes down the near side, gets dumped. And puck is out of play.
Let's go, Rouse. Come on, guys. Wake up. What are you watching?
Nolan Steele, Ace Lack, Caverly out. Hanging and Ashton. Shot, Ace Lack, score. Nolan Steele had pushed that forward. And Ace Lack caught Rogers sleeping. Just puts it by JMO. (2-1) Rochester, 3:37 left in the first. Rochester wins that draw. Hangy goes back to Ashton, back to Hangy. He tries to chip it up. Rogers intercepts that. Hangy just getting manhandled by a beast from Rogers. Rochester gains his own. Lack along the near boards. He goes behind the net. Far side, he just dumps it down in the corner. There's nowhere to go. Rogers flips it up and out of the zone. Rochester regrouping. Lucas Hagen to Warren. Ace Lack gains the zone. Three guys doing flybys. The man beast shoots. Save. Oh boy. Kohler comes out in front of the net, makes a pass to the boards. Max Wiesner says, hey, I don't need my stick. Dumps it down in the Rogers zone. Battle in the corner. Tristan Bradley giving chase. Rogers gets it out of their zone. They gain the red line. Tries a toe drag at the blue. Puck slides in. Lucas Hagen retrieves it. Bumps it over to Caleb Wiedrich. Tristan Bradley bumps it off the boards. Shot, stopped by Hagen. He comes around the near side. Just throws it out of the zone. Rogers regrouping now. They dump it in. Caleb Wiedrich gets hit by a sniper. Bodies everywhere. Ace Lack coming down. 2-on-1 with Max Wiesner. Ace Lack doing his pinwheel.
Assisted by number 16, Nolan Steele. This goal was scored at 8-12 first period. Again, Hudson Caverly by
Rochester behind the net. Caverly with it to Ace Lack. Back. Shot. Steered away by Jamo. Nolan Steele at center ice. He comes down 1-on-3. Tries to cut the center. Rogers puts a stick on him. Rogers shoots it down. Bo Broadbent chipping it out of the blue. Puck comes down. Shot. Steered away by Jamo. Apparently there's a Rochester penalty. Oh, now we got an offsides and a penalty.
Now you're going to call it?
Bradley will go to the box for interference.
Let's be a little more consistent, bud. It's after 8 a.m. Now you can call it.
Puck should be all the way in the Rochester zone.
Guys, you got to go in the other zone. It's all the way down. Guys, it's down there. Guys, it's down there.
Now they got it.
Down there, yeah. You got it. You got this, boys. Down in the zone.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The team receiving the penalty, the faceoff should always be in their zone. Oh, boy. First period's over. Rochester up 2-1. Shots are fairly even, 11-9. Refs are contemplating that last call. Boys seem to be moving their feet this morning, which is surprising for them at 7:45 on a brisk December morning. Hey, and there's Will Cross. Now he shows up.
Like shot out of a cannon.
He had to get his mochaccino coffee this morning. Now we got to reset the clock. Rochester will start the second period on the PK. Lack, Hangy, Steele, Hagen. Technical delay here. Now we're good. Penalties up. Rogers wins that faceoff. Puck goes all the way down their zone. They regroup. Steele giving chase. Rogers comes near side. Now hits center, streaking through it, gain the Rochester zone. Shot from the side is deflected behind the net. Rogers circles around, back to their D. Ace Lack intercepts. No, Steele. That is Ace. Intercepts. Rogers has to regroup at center. Shot, big fat juicy rebound. Rogers scores in the power play. Two. Shot from way outside. Earl handles, but leaves a big old juicy rebound. Rogers has no problem just tapping that in. Rogers chips it down in the Rochester zone. Bo Broadbent back there. Peter Arndt battling up front. Center shot is blocked. Parker Ashton, Tristan Bradley along the boards. That puck squirts the slot. Shot over the net. Tristan Bradley along the near boards. He puts a slapper out. Comes all the way down. Wow, how's that not icy, boys? Good God. Just a mess. Rogers comes down the slot. Throws that puck wide. Along the far boards, Wiesner battling. Behind the net. Kohler Peterson chips it up to Max Wiesner. Hit him. Oh my God. Rogers at the blue, they dump it in. We got an offsides. Face off, Rochester comes down. Can't quite gain the blue yet because players would have been offside. Warren Haynes got the red. He throws it down behind the Rogers net. Will Cross with some very fresh legs. Giving chase. Rochester holding the blue line. Lucas Hagen battling. Rogers comes out of that pile with a 2-on-1. Warren hanging back. They try to go to the slop. Not having. Lucas Hagen behind the net. He chips it up to the wing. Will Cross there. He completely muffins it. Peter Arndt giving chase. Fresh bodies coming out for Rochester. Rogers regrouping behind the net. They come near side. Hudson Caverly in the corner. Nolan Steele chips to the front. Trying to get it behind the Rogers goalie. Ace Lack power turning. Turns. Gets back. Cross ice. Caverly can't put that one in. His stick was like a wet noodle. Rogers gets out of the zone. And we'll have a tripping.
So bad.
Apparently it doesn't matter which team has the puck. You just blow the whistle whenever you want. Face-off will be to the left of the Rogers goaltender. 10:18 left in the second. Rochester puts it down in the Rogers corner. Lucas Hagen On the sideboards, Kohler, Tristan, Weidrich. Shot. Nobody there to screen yet. Max back to Weidrich. Back to Max. He walks off the boards. That gets deflected by a Rogers player, Tristan Bradley. They throw it out to the D. Back to the corner. Tristan. Out to Weidrich. Shot deflected. Oh, that was right there for Kohler, but Kohler couldn't get a stick on it. Rogers comes out. Put the brakes on. Hagen in the corner. Over to Weidrich. Caleb Weidrich hits the back of that guy's leg. Caleb Weidrich skating it up. Far side. Bradley. He just dumps it in the corner, gets a change. Rogers throws it near side all the way down. Should be an icing. .30 seconds left in the power play. Rochester wins that draw, gets it back to the point. Trying to work now down low behind the net. Rochester can't hang on to it. Rogers chips it around. They come out of the zone. One-on-one against Bo Broadbent. Shot. Save. Earl. Rogers collects it up behind the net. Out to the point. Shot. Deflected. Up over the net. Bo Broadbent makes a move. Lack chips, or not Lack. Yeah, Lack chips it back to Bo. Lack coming down. Puck comes out to neutral zone here. Rogers regrouping. Teams are full strength now. Rogers gets the red. They dump it all the way down. Down the near side corner. Nolan Steele comes out. He gains in the Rogers zone, circling around the net. Trying to find somebody. Out to Weidrich. He chips it down to Steele. Rogers picks it up. They go D to D. Far side. They throw it all the way down. How is that not icing? Caleb Weidrich makes a move. Battle along the near boards here. Lucas Hagen behind the net. Chips it up to Max Wiesner. Hits a streaking, tries to hit a streaking Bradley. Can't connect. Rogers tries to chip it out. Rochester gets it up quickly. Lack trying to put a toe move on. Coming to the slot. Hits a D. Shot. Tip. Doesn't make it to the net. Puck comes around. Rochester deep in the Rogers zone. Working it down low in the corner. Parker Ashton. Thrown out to the point. Taken by Peter Arndt. He comes back. It's Parker on the D. Oh, just 3-on-1 for Rogers. Shot, save. Rebound cleared by Rochester. Will Cross coming up. Crazy legs. Shot, easy save. 5:40 left in the second. 2-2. Rogers gets that puck out of the zone. Rochester here at center ice. A little back and forth. Bo Broadbent back there for it. He falls. Centering pass. Saved by Earl Graff. Rochester throws it out of the zone. Rogers chips it up quickly on the near side. They go far side to their D. Hudson Caverly giving chase. Rogers centers it. That pass goes through everybody, goes all the way down. Rogers tries to hit that long pass. That should be icing. Refs got this one right. Face off in the Rogers zone. Rochester wins that. They go to the boards. Max Wiesner comes out. Shot. Great shot on the far pad. Nobody there for the rebound, though. Ace Lack loses it around the near side boards. Rogers coming out 3-on-2. They come down, put a shot on Earl. He gobbles it up. Jumps on that rebound. Face off, push right to Earl Graff. He jumps on it, gets another whistle. Face off. Rogers wins that. Comes back to their D. Shot. Earl blockers that in the corner. Puck comes back out to the Rogers D. Now on the sideboards. Rogers goes near side to their D. Shot. Great shot. Blocker save. Earl Graff puts that back in the corner. Puck comes behind the net. Weidrich reverses it. We chip it to Parker Ashton. Shot way over the net. Rochester just trying to chip it out at this point. Puck does come down. Rogers regrouping. Roger getting fresh bodies on the ice. Rogers gets it out. Shot deflected wide. Puck comes out to the slot. Rochester gets it. Ace Lack. Ace regrouping. Shot is deflected. Jesus, right in the frickin' neck. Shot and save. Stick right to the throat. Three minutes left in the second period. Face off to the left of the Rogers goaltender. Nolan Steele. Back to the point. Back to Caverly. He loses it. Rochester regrouping. Near side boards. They try to chip it out. Rogers able to chip it out of the zone. Potential 2-on-1, but Warren Hangy's back there. He goes to Caverly. Chips it to Ace Lack. He can't control it. Rogers regroups in their zone. Intercepted by Lack. He throws it to Max. Max coming behind the net. Centers it. Goal by Steele. Nice little pass from behind the net by Maxim Wiesner. He hits a cutting Nolan Steele. who one times it, puts it in the twine. Rochester up 3-2, 2:11 left in the second period. Rochester wins that draw. They chip it out to center. Bradley kicks it up, puts that puck down into the Rogers zone. Oh my God! He just gets absolutely freaking dumped, completely dumped against the boards from behind.
Come on, boys.
Puck gets thrown cross ice.
Scoring for Rochester, number 16, Nolan Steele, assisted by number 11, Maxim Weinzer, and number 23, Ace Lacker. Again, Steele.
Rogers centers it. Puck's in the slot. Loose puck. Got a whistle. All right, now we're 1 for 1. We each had an extra goal. Each had an extra goal. Face off to the right of Earl Graff. Puck comes to the slot. Rochester trying to chip it out. It comes out to the Rogers D. Cross is playing goaltender up here at the blue line. Puck comes out. Shot, goal from the point. I don't think Earl saw that. Three, 1:08 left in the second. Rogers gains the Rochester zone. They try to hit a guy in the near side post. Caverly tries to hit that one-time pass. Not happening. Puck on the far boards. Rogers going to work in the corner. Nolan Steele comes out. Caverly comes out with the puck. He can't make that pass. Puck goes back to the Rogers D. Caverly doesn't get his head up. Brings the puck into the Rogers zone offsides.
Sorry about that. Scoring for Rogers, number 22, Logan Schlegel, by number 90.
Rochester wins that draw. They get it back. Go D to D. Caleb Weidrich chips it up in the near boards. Can't hit a streaking ace lack. Caleb Weidrich carrying it in. Shot. Save. Ace lack going behind the net. Max Wiesner in the corner battling. Ace lack battling. Max chips it back to Ace. Behind the net, Caleb Weidrich. Buzzer had sounded. Otherwise, Caleb was ready to cock the hammer. Start of the third period. Score tied 3-3. Rochester gains possession of that puck. They throw it in the Rogers zone. Can't get it deep enough. Bo Broadbent, near side. Kohler Peterson dumps it down in the Rochester zone. Rogers coming out, hitting center. Coming down 2-on-2. Bo Broadbent behind the net. Rogers coming out. Shot. Blocked. Rebound is wide. Bo Broadbent hits Max along the near side. Tries to hit center. Bradley can't reach it. Rogers regrouping. They go D-to-D. Rochester intercepts. Peter Art coming down. Ace of the slot. Chips out to Caleb Weidrich. Shot. Stop. Steered wide. Rochester working along the boards. They dump it down deep. Far side. Will Cross goes for it. Rogers gains the red line. Entering the Rochester zone. They hit a streaking D. He can't hang on to it. Puck thrown wide of Earl. Will Cross. His stick doesn't work this morning. They throw it on net. Earl makes a nice glove save. Face off to the right of Earl Graff. Rochester wins that draw. They try to chip it out. Can't. Rogers holds the zone. Nolan Steele chipping it out. Rogers regrouping at the blue. They throw it cross ice. Nolan Steele picks it up. Tries to throw it into the Rogers zone. Can't. Rogers chips it up. Rogers circling. He dumps it back to his D, but he's not quite in position, so they have to regroup. Rogers coming down. Side of the net. Max Wiesner picks it up. He tries to hit center. Nobody there. Rogers regrouping at the red. Kohler Peterson pokes it down. Rochester regrouping behind their net. Up to Max. He chips it far side for Ace. Ace coming down. Tried to center it. Hitting Max. Ace behind the net. He can't get it to Kohler Peterson. Up to Weidrich. Hits his foot. Rogers coming down 2-on-1. Shot. Save. Rebound collected by Ace Lack. Or no. Yep. Ace Lack. He comes down. 1-on-4. Tries to throw it up. Saved by the Rogers goaltender. Rochester's able to hold the zone. Peter Arndt turns it over. Rogers coming out. They go cross ice. Fire shot. Earl gloves that. .10:09 left in the third period. Rochester wins that draw. A streaking Tristan Bradley comes through the zone. Skates it into Rogers. And the deer legs come out. Rochester holds possession, tries to hit that far defenseman, but the puck crossed over the blue line and we'll have an offsides. Nolan Steele on that face-off. Roger gains control, but turns it over. Ace Lack skates it in, but we're offsides. Rochester wins that draw. Comes back to Lucas Hagen. He gains the zone. Lucas working down in the corner. Rogers chips it up. Puck comes out of the zone. Rochester regrouping. Near side, Ace Lack coming down the boards. Goal! Shot. Wide of the net. Ace Lack behind the net. He gets rubbed off. Nolan Steele. Ace Lack back to Ace. He dangles. He's not really making a move. Rogers picks it up out of the corner. They chip it out. Lucas Hagen up the near side boards. Tristan Bradley comes down to his backhand. Shot up and over the net. Bradley in the corner. Turns it over. Rogers chips it up the near side boards. Rogers gets out of the zone, comes down, and we got an offsides. 8:12 left in the third period. Score still tied 3-3. Face-off won by Rogers. They carried into the zone. Rogers circling around the net. Throws it out to their D. Shot. Blocked by Ace Lack. He tries to use his speed. Gets around the D. Chip shots wide. Puck comes along the far side boards. Rogers throws it down. Parker Ashton regrouping. He uses that net wisely. Rochester tries to hit center. That's through Ace Lack's stick. We'll have an icing. Face off to the left of Earl Graff. 7:32 left. Rogers wins that draw. Puck comes out to the point. He throws it down in the corner. Comes near side. Bumps off the Zamboni doors. Rogers chips it out to their D. Shot from the point. Blocked by Bo Broadbent. Puck squirts back out to their D again. Shot. Rebound. Face off to the right of Earl Graff. Won by Nolan Steele. Nolan carries it out. Hits center. Ace Lack streaking. Rogers comes out of the zone. They hit this near side winger. He cuts to the net. Puck steered to the corner. Rochester chips it out. Caverly tries to center it off the skate. Rogers regrouping at center. They go far side, chipping in the Rochester zone. Rochester tries to go around the net. Parker Ashton loses it. Rogers gains control in the far corner. Up to the D. Back down to the corner. Near side, Rogers. Chipping it out to the point. He does a little dipsy doodle. Down in the corner. Steal, they center it. Nobody there. Up to Ace Lack. He gains the red, now the blue. He loses it in the slot. Rogers dumps it down and gets some fresh legs on the ice. Bo Broadbent coming down. He chips it out. Max Wiesner tries to throw it in. That's intercepted. Rochester tries to dump it down in the Rogers zone. They regroup. Rogers circling back. They go D to D. Up to center. Gain the Rochester zone, coming down on the near side boards. And we got a whistle. Face off to the left or the right of Earl Graff. Won by Nolan Steele or Peter Arndt. Bo Broadbent up to Caleb, back to Bo. He chips it around. Will Cross is there. Will Cross up off the glass to nobody. Rogers D dumps it down low. Will Cross up the boards. Tristan Bradley dumps it all the way down. Rogers tries to get it up, but that's off a stick. And that should be icing. Refs are dialed in here this third period. The caffeine's kicked in. Rogers' goaltender's getting a little cold. We haven't had a shot here in 5 minutes, says my assistant. That might have been an offsides. We'll see. Puck comes out to the Rogers D. Shot from the point. Out in front. Shot and a goal. I'd like to hit the video replay booth. I think that might have been offsides.
Hey, get it back. Let's go.
Can't clear those rebounds. Rogers puts that rebound in the net. Rochester wins that draw. Warren Hangy skating up. He regroups. Get out of the way, Stripes. Slash. Rogers with a slashing. Face-off will be to the right of the Rogers goaltender. Bradley, Wiesner, Steele. Weidrich, Hagen out there. 3:52 left in the game. Rochester goes far side. Hagen can't control it. Puck goes all the way down. That should be icing.
Scoring for Rogers, number 20, Beckett Johnson. Assist by number 96, Austin Carlson. Again, number 20. Austin Carlson.
Face off to the right of the Rogers goaltender. Comes out to the point. Weidrich fires it on net. Rogers goaltender deflects it up into the netting. Of another face off. .144 left in the penalty. Rochester wins that draw, gets it out. D to D, back to the D. Caleb Weidrich fires it. Deflected into the corner. Nobody screaming. Rogers gets it up, fires it past to Lucas Hagen. Rogers behind the net. Lucas Hagen gains control. He gets it up. Nolan Steele to Max Wiesner. Rogers flips it up. Steele grabs it. Chips it down. Caleb Weidrich intercepts it. Oh, shot wide. Lucas Hagen. Down to Will Cross. Steele on the far boards. Comes to the slot. Shot. Deflected high. Just over 40 seconds left in that power play. 2:36 left in the period. Face off to the left of the Rogers goaltender. Shot up off the face mask. Rogers chips it out. Rochester has to regroup. Puck deflects off Peter Arndt's stick. Puck bounces back to Parker Ashton. He regroups with Warren Hangy. He goes far side. Puck squirts out. We'll have an offsides. 2:02 left in the period. 11 seconds left in the penalty. Rogers gains control. They go D to D. That's intercepted or deflected by Wiesner. He's down the corner trying to set it back up. Rogers players now out of the box. 5-on-5. 1:44 left in the game. Warren gets pickpocketed. Tristan Bradley coming down 3-on-2. Oh, he tries to hit that streak in Kohler Peterson, but can't. Behind the net. Max Wiesner along the near boards. He tries to come out with it. Tristan Bradley drops. Face off outside the Rochester zone. 1:01 left in the game.
1 minute remaining in the third. 1 minute.
Rogers dumps it in. Earl Graff can't glove it. Pops over him and back behind him into the net. And that's the dagger. Face off here at center ice. Ace Lack's getting it down. Shots deflected.
Scoring for Rogers, number 20. His third goal.
Centering pass. Steele.
Second Johnson.
Little tickle fight in front of the net. Rochester goaltenders pulled. 6-on-5 advantage here. Caverly along the near boards. He goes far side. Peter Arndt. Peter throws it up against the boards. Back to Arndt along the boards. He can't handle it. Weidrich keeps it in. He goes far side over Caverly's stick. Weidrich at center ice. Up to Arndt. Back to Steele. Top shelf. Goal. 3.2 seconds. Shot right at the faceoff, goes all the way down, just wide of the net. Rochester loses a close one, 5-4. That puts an end to our Youth Hockey Hub Lumberjack tournament.